Hey everybody, welcome to class. This is Essential Oils 101. So I want to tell you a little bit about what essential oils are, how to use them, and I'll give you an overview of the Everyday Oils collection, which are a group of oils that are among the most commonly used. So once you're done watching this video, you should be able to have a good understanding of how the oils might fit into your life and how you can use them to get the results that you want. First of all, I'll just tell you my story with essential oils. I've been using them for a long time, but I never really considered the quality of the oils too much until I was pregnant. So when I was pregnant, I was having some wicked headaches, and I didn't want to take regular medication because I wanted to do the safest thing I could do for my baby. And I decided to do a little bit of research on essential oils at the time. So I looked at the different brands and the different types of oils, and what I concluded was that Young Living oils fit the description of the type of oils that would work best for me. And the reason that they work best for me is because they're completely transparent in how they cultivate their seeds, how they plant their seeds, harvest the crops, how they distill the oils, and also they own a lot of their own farms. So they're involved in every step of this process. I liked that aspect of the Young Living oils, and so I knew that when I was using peppermint oil, it was coming from a quality process, quality plants, and I just really trusted the company. So whenever I'm talking about essential oils, I'm only talking about Young Living essential oils because those are the ones that I feel 100% confident in using on myself, on my baby, on my family, friends, clients, and everybody I know. So I used peppermint oil primarily while I was pregnant for my headaches, and I was thrilled because I could just take one drop of peppermint oil, mix it with carrier oil, which I'll tell you about in a little bit, and then rub it onto my temples, around my forehead, anywhere it hurt, just avoiding my eyes, and my headache would be gone within 10 minutes or so. So once I tried that, I was totally sold, and I decided that the oils would fit really well into my wellness coaching business. Also, a lot of my clients are looking for solutions to how to make their lives healthier. They want to remove toxins from their homes, from their lives. They want to boost their immunity, come up with some natural remedies, use more natural substances for things like first aid and for just general aches and pains, complaints, things like that. And also for some more complex things too. So essential oils really fit the bill for a lot of my clients' needs, and that is what really made me want to share that with other people, and that's why I'm here today too. So I want to tell you about the common oils that may help you do those things as well. First though, it's important to start out with what the heck are essential oils. It sounds like maybe it's a buzzword. They're becoming very popular this year especially, but the thing is they've been around for a really, really long time. It's an amazing concept that we can take a plant and we can distill the oils out of the plant, and we come up with this really, really concentrated oil. For example, one drop has trillions and trillions of active constituents in it. In the plant, these constituents act to protect the plant from predators, keep the plants healthy, help them, thrive in the environment. So when we take these oils out of the plants, we can also use them to help nourish our own cells and help our own bodies be healthy and complete certain functions that we want them to do anyway. And they're a natural substance, and natural doesn't always mean safe and healthy, but in the case of essential oils, when you're getting a pure, high-quality oil, they are quite safe and quite healthy for you to use. Of course, there are some safety guidelines, and I'll provide those to you, mostly in a different document or link. But today I want to focus on how to use the oils in your life. So it's important to know that they do come from plants, they're highly concentrated, and a little goes a long way. They're also generally safe as well, as long as you follow those standard safety guidelines. So you can use the essential oils in a few different ways. One way you can use the oils is by putting them on your skin or topically. So your skin is your largest organ in your body, and when you put substances on your skin, whether it's your shampoo, your body lotion, your essential oils, anything that gets on your skin tends to be absorbed and enter your bloodstream and your lymph system. So this is a little bit scary in some ways because in our world today we come in contact with a lot of things that we don't necessarily want in our blood and our lymph system. But it can be awesome for essential oils because you can use the essential oils topically on your skin and then know that those constituents will get into your body and help you be healthier and do all the things that you're looking for them to help you do. Now, a side note on that, I'm not a medical doctor. I do have a PhD in health and I do a lot of my own research. I've worked with clients for a very long time. However, I'm not here to prescribe, diagnose, tell you that an essential oil will heal you or anything like that. This is all for educational purposes only, and I hope that if you decide to try using essential oils, you'll go into it with an optimistic, positive mindset, armed with good information, and hopefully you'll have a health professional on your side as well to help you figure things out. But that doesn't mean that if you are new that you can't use the oils successfully. The great thing is in our network of Young Living distributors and educators, we're here to help you find information that can help you. We just can't prescribe anything specifically. And so keep that in mind as you go through this. We'll do our best to help you figure out the oils that might help you do the things that you're going to do, but we'll focus more on, okay, you have head pain, what oils have the constituents in them that might help you address that head pain. We won't say, okay, you have migraines, this oil is going to cure your migraine, because we don't really know if that's going to happen anyway. So you can use the oils topically, you can diffuse them or put them into the air and inhale them. There's several ways that you can do that. A diffuser, this is the Young Living, one of the Young Living diffusers that you can get. So you add water to this, add a few drops of oil, and then it makes like microscopic droplets out of the oil and puts them into the air so that you can inhale them and experience the benefits of the oils that way. The great thing about when you inhale oils is whether you sniff it right out of the bottle or you diffuse it or you put a few drops on a wet washcloth and wave it around the room, you are inhaling the constituents from the essential oils, and those travel through your capillaries and your olfactory system into your brain, and then they can do what they're meant to do. So it's just as valid to inhale the oils as it is to put them on your skin. Either way, they're getting into your body. And in some cases, you may also choose to ingest the oils, although there are some extra guidelines for that, just because, number one, sometimes we think that ingesting the oils is going to be the best way because we think of ingesting an ibuprofen and that's how it works. But with essential oils, we know that when you put them on your skin, they're also getting into your bloodstream, and when you ingest them, they have to actually make it through your digestive system to be absorbed into your blood. So you generally have to use more if you're going to ingest it, and you need to follow some additional guidelines, like putting them in a capsule with a carrier oil, and you want to try to get them past your stomach acid before they're broken down and that kind of thing. So sometimes it's useful to ingest oils, but oftentimes you can get the results that you want by just putting them on your skin or inhaling the oils. So let's start out and talk about what is a carrier oil. So I've told you what an essential oil is. This is like the blood of the plant, and it's distilled and very concentrated. So they come in very small bottles like this, 5 ml or 15 ml. This is a 5 ml. And you only need to use a drop or two at a time. Depends on what you're using it for. But when we talk about wanting to get these trillions of constituents into our body in just one drop of oil, well, what if you open it and put a drop on your skin and half of it slides off onto the floor, or it evaporates really quickly? These oils are greaseless. So that means they're not oily feeling. A lot of them actually kind of feel like water-based, although they are an oil. And so we put them with a carrier oil for a couple reasons. First, I'll tell you what a carrier oil is, though. A carrier oil could be anything from olive oil to avocado oil, almond oil, coconut oil. Generally, we say not to use oils like canola or corn or any of those highly processed vegetable oils, but you can use a lot of oils you might already have in your kitchen. I don't use a lot of olive oil just because I think that has its own aroma, and so I don't really, it's not my preference to use that with my essential oils. But if that's all you have, you can totally do that. Grapeseed oil is another one that a lot of people use. The purpose of the carrier oil is to be the carrier for the essential oil. So first, it helps you to dilute the oil. So maybe you want to use just one drop of an oil, but you want to put it on your entire arm. Maybe, let's say you have a sunburn and you want to put some essential oils on your sunburn to help soothe it. Well, you don't want to use 30 drops of it to cover that whole area. You can add maybe 3 drops to a little dish of carrier oil, mix it together, and then spread the entire mixture on the sunburn. Now, the benefit to doing that is twofold. One is that it helps you cover a larger area with this highly concentrated oil, so you can get to a larger area with it on your skin. The other benefit is that the essential oils do evaporate very easily and quickly. So if you just put lavender straight on your skin, some of it's going to be absorbed and some of it is just going to evaporate. If you put it in a carrier oil, the carrier oil causes the essential oil to be in contact with your skin for longer, and in the long run it's going to help you absorb more of the essential oil into your skin, into your bloodstream, and so on. So carrier oils are useful for those two things, and ultimately some of the oils, the essential oils, are stronger than what you need as far as for whatever use you're going to use them for. So for example, when my baby had diaper rash, I wanted to cover the entire area with essential oils and a soothing oil mixture, but I didn't need that much essential oil for the dilution I was going for. So I could use just 1 drop of essential oil in a whole tablespoon of carrier oil, and that was enough for my baby. And I didn't use the whole tablespoon at one time. I maybe just swiped a little bit of it, rubbed it on him, and then he could get the effects of the essential oil without wasting the oil, without being exposed to too much. And the carrier oil helped it to stay on his skin longer and be more effective for him. So that's what a carrier oil is. That's what it does. You would generally use a carrier oil that you would also be comfortable ingesting. So you're not going to use a carrier oil that you would never ingest, because what you put on your skin gets absorbed into your skin as well. So next we'll move on and talk a little bit more about the details of the essential oils. Two safety precautions that I want to talk to you about before we go any further include this. Number 1, there are two areas of your body that you never want to put essential oils. And it may not be the areas you're thinking of, it's actually your eyes and your ears. So never, even if you have an earache, never put oils directly in your ear canal. Also, never get the oils in your eyes. Now, like before, I talked about how I used essential oils, specifically peppermint, for some wicked pregnancy headaches, and yes, I did get them really close to my eyes, and sometimes that made my eyes water, but I just kept my eyes closed and then it subsided. Here's the thing, if you ever get an oil in your eye or in your ear, you want to flush it out with carrier oil. So I talked about what a carrier oil is. Find a carrier oil and flush it out. So if you get it in your eye, if you get it in this eye, lean your head over the sink and flush carrier oil this way. Do not use water, because oil and water don't mix, and so if you put water on it, it will actually drive the oil in further. So I cannot emphasize this enough, and this goes for your skin as well. I had someone tell me that they had a sore throat and they put thieves on the outside of their throat and they didn't dilute it enough, and it was really hot. It had a burning sensation on their skin. It wasn't physically burning them, but it had a hot burning sensation feeling. And they didn't know, and so they took a wet washcloth and put it on their throat. That actually did the opposite of what they were looking for. They were looking for the dilution of the oil, but what the warm, wet washcloth did was cause the oil to go in further. So never put it in your eyes and ears. If you get it in there, flush it out with carrier oil. And if you use hot oils on your skin, make sure to dilute them before you use them. Test a little patch beforehand if you're not sure. And if you ever feel it burning on your skin, dilute it with a carrier oil. And I have actually done this. I was using essential oil on a mole and I got it on the skin surrounding the mole and it burned. So all I did was add carrier oil and instantly the burning went away. So those are two safety things to keep in mind, but you deal with both of them in the same way. Eyes and ears, or on your skin and it feels like it's burning, use carrier oil to dilute it. So we can move on now. Lavender essential oil. This is known as the Swiss Army knife of essential oils. I love this oil and I use it every day. In fact, I actually have to re-buy it every other month because we use so much of it. This is awesome, and one of the reasons it's so awesome is because it's also very mild, and it does smell nice too, but it's very mild, and so you could actually put it on your skin undiluted if you need to or want to. So since it's great for first aid, you could put a drop directly on a cut or scrape and it will help heal the area of the skin. It helps to regenerate skin cells. So this is really awesome to know about lavender, and they've done studies with it as well. So it's been shown to be helpful for migraine pain, and it's also very, very relaxing. And so we diffuse this a lot in the evenings, and when I put the baby to bed, it's one of my sleepy blend oils that I put in the diffuser. It helps him relax, go to sleep more easily, and also get a better night's rest. I use it for meditation and relaxation with myself and also for some of my clients. So this is a great one to have on hand. This is probably one of my very top picks for essential oils, and it's also so mild that you can use it on tiny, tiny babies as well. And so it's a great one if you have young kids or babies. Peppermint oil. This one is so amazing. I love to have peppermint oil on hand at all times because it's so effective at so many things. The awesome thing about Young Living peppermint essential oil is that one drop delivers the effectiveness of 26 cups of peppermint tea. Now this is great for a couple reasons. Number one, it means that you only need to use a drop to get some really awesome results. And so you save money because you don't need to use a lot at one time. The other thing is just that it's so effective at so many different things. There was a study done on peppermint oil and it helped people increase their memory and attention and focus by 28%. So I like to use this one when I really need to get some work done. It's also great for helping with minor aches and pains. So like I've mentioned before, it's helped me with headaches. And if you're going to be limiting the number of oils you say take on vacation, peppermint oil would be a great one, because if you get sore, you surf too much and you're sore, you can use it for sore achy muscles as well. It also is great for digestion. So you can take it internally for digestion, but often all you really need to do for certain issues is sniff it, or you can dilute it and rub it on your belly. So it's a great tool for many, many things. Peppermint oil. I highly recommend having this one in your oils arsenal at all times. Lemon essential oil. This is another of the Everyday Oils collection, and the reason it's in here is because you can use it for so many different things. I love lemon oil. Not only do I love the smell, and I do happen to diffuse it all the time, especially when people are coming over, so it smells like I just cleaned, but I also just love the freshness of it. And one of the great things about it is that the essential oil comes from the peel or the rind. When, maybe you drink lemon water, but the way that you get the lemon flavor in your water is you squeeze the lemon and you're getting the juice of the lemon. When you use the essential oil, it's actually pressed, cold pressed from the rind. So it's highly concentrated in nutrients and antioxidants, and the oil has a lot of great constituents in it as well that help enhance your health. The constituents in it are actually known for sort of scrubbing the insides of your cells, and it's a really non-technical way to say that it helps you clean your body or detox. Lemon essential oil and other citrus oils actually can consume petrochemicals. They digest them. So some of the toxins that we come in contact with in everyday life, the lemon essential oil can actually digest those toxins. So it's helpful for weight loss, for detoxification. It's also helpful for digestion, nausea. It also can help you concentrate and focus as well. So I love lemon essential oil. I use it for a lot of household tasks in addition to my wellness. So one of my favorite things to do is I take baking soda in a bowl and I put in some drops of lemon essential oil, mix it all up, and then I sprinkle it on my carpets. Wait 10 minutes, vacuum it up, and it's like a whole house air freshener. So lemon essential oil, it's a very inexpensive oil, but it's definitely worth its weight in gold, in my opinion. Frankincense oil is actually my very favorite essential oil. For some reason, this oil just really feels good to me. It smells great, and it comes from a resin. It has been around for a very long time, and throughout history it's been very highly sought after. One of the great things that I love about it is that it helps me to feel present and also grounded but uplifted at the same time. I don't know how else to explain it other than that, but frankincense is one of those oils. It's just like a feel-good oil. It's also fabulous for your skin. I've been using it in my skin serum and along with lavender and a couple others, and it's known for tightening the skin, and it's also known for helping with age spots and things like that. I've noticed a definite improvement in the skin on my face, neck, and here on my chest since I began using my skin serum. I love frankincense. I don't often diffuse it. is one of the more pricier oils, although when I first got my oils, I diffused it because I didn't realize that. But now a lot of times what I do, especially if I'm trying to do creative work, I have it sitting next to my computer and I just open it and sniff it every once in a while. It makes me feel really, really good. So frankincense has a lot of uses. It's also known for helping with healthy, normal cellular regeneration. So every day I try to put a drop of it on my inner wrist. A side note is that this is a great place to put your essential oils, especially if you're using them neat, straight, meaning you're not diluting them. Put a drop here, rub together, sniff. It's an area that has really thin skin, and so it's a great entry point into your bloodstream. And so I do that with frankincense every day. I shoot for 1 drop a day, rub together, sniff, and I almost instantly feel the emotional and stability benefits of that, but I also am really confident that it's getting into my bloodstream and doing other great things for my cells as well. Melaleuca alternifolia, otherwise known as tea tree oil. Most people have heard of tea tree oil, and the great thing about this oil is that it is so versatile, and at the same time it is kind of gentle. Now, you don't necessarily need to use it straight up and without being diluted, but it's something that you can put on your skin and it's not going to burn, it's not going to be too hot, but it's also going to be really effective at helping with certain skin conditions. It's great at fighting yeast or fungus. It's also great for household purposes. I use it sometimes with cleaning, and it's really good at helping to clear your sinuses. Sometimes it's not like the most beautiful smell in the whole world, but it has sort of a fresh, clean smell, and it has a great benefit. So, you often get used to those kinds of smells because they work so well. So sometimes I have sinus issues, and so I'll just gently sniff the tea tree oil straight from the bottle. You don't have to be aggressive about it. If you do, it may actually hurt. There's no reason to do that. Just gentle inhales through each nostril. And that has really helped me a lot with some of my morning sinus pressure and things like that. It's also really good for things like itchy feet. If you have itchy, flaky feet and things like that, dilute it, massage your feet with it, and it can help with any issues you're having there. So this is a great one to have in your arsenal as well. It's a very, very commonly used essential oil, and the Young Living version of it is extremely pure and effective. So this is one that I use almost every day. Thieves Essential Oil. This is probably the most commonly known oil from Young Living. People are always asking me if I'm using Thieves when I take out my Thieves wipes and wipe down the table in a restaurant before my baby puts his mouth on it. Recently we were flying across the country and I wiped down the entire area with Thieves, and people don't say, "What's that?" They say, "Is that Thieves?" And so this is one of the cool things about Young Living and the amazing products is that people actually know about them. But the reason that Thieves is so popular is because it's so amazing, and it is based on 4 thieves in the 15th century who were actually robbing plague victims. And to protect themselves, they used a mixture of rosemary and other things to help prevent them from contracting the plague. And so that's where Thieves got its name, and it has clove, rosemary, lemon, eucalyptus, and cinnamon bark in it. So this combination, it smells really amazing. It smells kind of Christmassy, and I diffuse it a lot. It has a cleaning effect on the air, It also is really great at killing bacteria. And so you can use it for a lot of cleaning issues. You can also use it for some purposes, for body care, wellness, mouthwash, toothpaste. And you could buy those products from Young Living. They make a whole line of Thieves products. You could also use the oil and make them yourself, depending on how crafty you are. I kind of do a mixture of the two. I buy some things and I make others. Thieves Household Cleaner, not really going to talk about that today, but that stuff is amazing. So if you get into the Thieves products, you should definitely check that out. Starting with the oil though is a great option, and this is definitely for good reason in the Everyday Oils collection. Panaway is an essential oil blend. This one has wintergreen, clove, helichrysum, and peppermint. This is an awesome blend for fighting pain. It does exactly what it sounds like it would do. It's good for sore muscles, it's good for bruises and achy joints, things like that. I've used this on headaches as well, but I also have some sore Achilles tendon issues, and so I dilute it and then massage it on my Achilles tendons, and it helps ease those aches and pains. So this is a great one to have on hand because it works for all different kinds of pain. Purification is an oil blend that I use all the time. So the Everyday Oils collection, it really is made up of oils that you use every day. I've used this in my dishwasher. I put it on my wool dryer balls, and that helps with static, reduces drying time, but the smell helps your laundry to just stay and feel fresh. And my husband is a former dryer sheet addict, so I've been able to convert him by using the wool dryer balls and just putting a couple drops of purification on for each load, and it's amazing. I also use this in his stinky military boots. So I take a cotton ball, put a drop or two of purification on it, throw it in his boot, and then hopefully he just remembers to take it out before he puts his foot in there. But if he doesn't, it's no big deal. The thing is, it takes care of odors. So it could be cigarette smoke smell, or maybe you had a wonderful fish dinner, but then you want to get rid of the smell afterwards. You diffuse purification, and it helps get rid of those odors. This is another one that I often use in my Carpet Fresh carpet deodorizer baking soda mix because it smells amazing. It's like the perfect blend of freshness. And so this one, you can also put it on cuts and scrapes to help them heal, and it's just a great oil all around. I definitely have this one on hand and use this one every day. The Stress Away blend is one of my favorites. Actually, when I first got my Everyday Oils collection, I opened Stress Away first, and I used a rollerball top to make this into a roll-on. I split it between two bottles and added a little carrier oil to each. Made two roll-ons, gave one to a friend, and kept one for myself. And this is a great blend to have on hand if you're driving in traffic, if you're trying to get through the grocery store with your kids, if you have any situation at work that might stress you out a bit. It's an awesome combination of oils that do a couple things. They help to relax you, but not put you to sleep. They help to have you feel satisfied, like there's vanilla in it, so it's also really good for helping you with cravings or emotional eating. It's a calming oil, but at the same time, it's meant not to make you relax too much so that you can't get anything done. And as a roll-on, the way I use it is I roll it onto my wrists, I sniff it, I usually roll it onto my neck, on the sides of my neck as well, and that way I can kind of keep smelling it after that. But it's a great go-to oil for using before you're going to have a stressful situation if you know about it, or in the moment when something is stressing you out. So it can help just take the edge off it, and it helps you to not react so much to situations as you might have without the oil. So this is a great one to have on hand every day as well. The Joy Essential Oil Blend is also one of my favorites, and actually it's got a really florally smell, and this is good to diffuse, and sometimes I actually add lemon to it when I diffuse, so I diffuse them together. And this, I really love to do this in the morning. If somebody in my household is a little bit grouchy, I will diffuse Joy and lemon because it's uplifting, it makes you feel really good, and the oils in it are actually known to help with dealing with grief, and they just make you feel joyful. It does exactly what it says on the label. So this is an awesome one to have around if you have any grouchy people, but also if you have any issues or sadness or grief that you're dealing with as well. It's a really nice one to add to Epsom salts and put in the bath if you need to relax and just sort of like let things go, or you've had a bad day or something like that. So this is an awesome oil to have around. The last oil is actually not in the Everyday Oils collection, but it's one that goes right along with it. And if you buy the premium starter kit of oils, you get this one too. It's like the free bonus oil. So this one is a whole bunch of citrus oils: lemon, grapefruit, mandarin, tangerine, and orange. And then it also has spearmint in it. So it's like citrus with a minty twist. And this is a great oil. It's awesome for diffusing and just giving your house that really fresh, uplifting, happy smell. And it's great if you like to add it to your drinks and get the benefits from the citrus oils that way. It has a really awesome flavor to do that as well. So this is the oil that you get as a bonus with your Everyday Oils collection if you buy the premium starter kit. So far in the video, I talked to you a little bit about how you use oils. So what is a carrier oil, how you can use the oils. You know, you can inhale, you can put them on your skin, or you can ingest them. And I talked to you about the different properties of the oils and how each of the oils in the Everyday Oil collection could be used. There are a lot more uses than what I listed, but for time's sake I just kept it to examples. And the reason that I wanted to tell you about the specific oils is I think that one of the best ways to get started with oils is just to start using them. It can be kind of intimidating, I know, because people tell me all the time, I want to do it, but I'm afraid that I'm going to buy the oils and then I'm not going to use them. So there's a couple different ways that you could approach it. You could just pick one oil and buy it, and then you could get really good at using that one oil. And you can get help, ask me or ask somebody else, okay, what the heck do I do with this oil? And you can learn that way. Or you could buy like the Everyday Oils collection and look up, wake up in the morning and say, okay, I have a headache today, and look up what you could use for a headache as far as essential oils go, and then look in your kit, see if you have that oil, and then use it and learn that way. That's actually how I recommend learning about your oils. So maybe you're having company over and you want to make it smell fresh. Pretty easy way to start out. Just pick some oils that you like, maybe the citrus oils, the citrus fresh or the lemon, and diffuse those, and okay, there you go, you've started using your oils. So if you feel a little bit intimidated and you look at the oils and you don't really know what to do, just know that you can start with one. You don't have to learn all about it in the very first time you open the oils. Open your oils, sniff them, see which ones you like, which ones you don't like. Like I said before, you're not going to love the smell of all of them. Sometimes they're actually better for their therapeutic benefits than they are for your enjoyment. And the more you use oils, the more you'll realize that that really is a big part of it too. There are some oils that I use. There's one called Aroma Cias, and I really don't like the smell of it at all, but it's amazing for what I want it to do. I make a little mixture of a pain oil blend, and I use that on when I have knee pain. And so I don't like the smell of it, but it works fabulously for my knee pain. So you'll kind of learn as you go along how to use the oils. And that doesn't mean I think you should jump in and just open them and douse yourself in them. You want to take the safety precautions, remember to keep them away from your eyes and ears, ask questions, look things up. If you're thinking about buying a premium starter kit or you just bought one, then work with the person who either you signed up under or you're thinking of signing up under, and ask questions to them because they'll be able to help you figure it all out. So if you have questions now, please let me know. I'm happy to answer as many as I can. And as you go along using your oils, ask questions along the way too. If you're interested in purchasing a premium starter kit, I would love to have you on my oily team. We have an awesome, tight-knit group of people who are using oils and exploring them together. So it's kind of like our little oily family, and we just talk about oils and learn from each other and share our experiences and things like that. So if you want more information about that and the discounts you can get, let me know and I'll help you out. So thanks for watching this video, and I hope to see you soon in the Facebook group about essential oils. I'll put that information with this video so that you can find us. Thank you.